Hi everyone, it's Mercedes here from brightstarwoman.com. I'm here to share a little bit of advice about empowering yourself through change. So one of the things I hear the most is some variation of, I want change in my life, but I don't want it to hurt. And I don't want to change too much about myself, about my habits, or, something like that. And as most of you have heard, if you want something you've never had, you must do something you've never done. And that can require a lot of inner change, right? And that's the only way real lasting change happens. So most people want change to be painless, smooth, overall without too many ruffled feathers. They kind of want positive change to happen to them without them having to act and really participate in the change. And a lot of our fears with change is related to the unknown, but also about fear from the outside being automatically negative. So my best way of handling change is to empower myself, whether the change is instigated from the outside or whether it's something I want to change in my life. So growing pains are often referred in any kind of growing business, and there's a reason for that, right? And growing pains are because there's a bit of a struggle happening to reach new levels, to accomplish different things for ourselves. But understand this distinction. I want to be really clear that when I say like growing pain or that change isn't necessarily smooth, I don't mean it's necessary to suffer through a change, because that's purely a state of mind, right? But struggle can be a rite of passage for entrepreneurs or for people who are going through huge transitions or life changes in general, because big change, whatever the nature, starts from the inside out. We can be bombarded by things on the outside, but real lasting change, it's an inside job. So there's a chance that, like a lot of people out there, including myself before I started on the spiritual journey, you've been living your life from a passive, happening to me mode, and it's time for you to shift to a life is happening for me kind of mode. So how is it that empowerment comes into play? How do you actually start to feel powerful and responsible for your own life through changes that may be coming at you or something that you want to create for yourself? Well, it starts with a question. What am I willing to tolerate temporarily to enable this transformation, this scenario, or this solution that I want to experience? So make a list of the discomforts, if you will, or the sacrifices. I personally don't see many of the things that I trade in as sacrifices, because I trade things I'm okay trading for the outcome that I want. And this is really the point of the exercise. Make a list of those discomforts or the trade-offs that you're ready to make, and write them out with a big title on a piece of paper that says, because I'm launching my dream business, because I want to go on a life-changing trip, because I want to go across the world, because I want to build my dream home, whatever it is, then write out, I am willing to do X, Y, Z. I am doing currently X, Y, Z. I trade this comfort for this benefit. And so you create this list, you're making a conscious exercise of realizing that you're not in fact losing anything through this change, and that you have choices. You can choose to trade certain things for other benefits, other outcomes that you want to create for yourself, right? And so your mind understands that it's It's a scale, it's a balance. You're not losing anything for gaining more or for gaining what you want. It's not a matter of more, but a question of what do you really want? And that's kind of how change happens, because nothing is ever lost. We know this about energy. And so without imposing deadlines on your success or your outcome, like we mentioned in a manifestation video, you don't outline to the universe. Allow yourself a revision period for the sacrifices or the trade-offs, if you will, that you're making to see if they suit you in 3 months' time. And if this approach of visually seeing the trade-offs that you're making for this change to happen and bring you the benefits and the outcomes that you're seeking for yourself, if this approach enables you to really feel empowered in any life situation. And I firmly believe that if you can feel that way through one change, you can recreate this feeling of, it's not being in control, it's trusting, it's knowing that you are powerful, and it's knowing that you are making choices. And that's really what's important through change, right? Because when we feel like we're out of control, sometimes from an insecure point of view, we try to take over and micromanage our lives or control, and we do not give up anything. So by doing this exercise and seeing that you're making choices and that you're trading off certain things for things you want more or that will serve you better, then you regain that feeling of, I am responsible for my life. I am making choices. And you are, in fact, exercising your own freedom, even if the change you are going through has been instigated from the outside. Does that sound like a plan? All right. So I challenge you to choose one thing that you would like to change or to address a change that's already happening in your life by approaching it with this empowerment stance of trade-offs and things that you're willing to trade to get the benefits and the outcomes you're looking for. And comment below on your experiences or potentially your best tips for handling change from an empowered point of view. All right, good luck.